2,220 watt hours. 2,500 watts of power. But finally, 33 kilograms. So, let me tell you more about it.
Wrong way.
So hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And this is the brand new 126 volt Nosfet XENO. And today I want to share with you my first opinion, my first look on this quite excitingly looking wheel. And please like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can keep doing what I'm doing on YouTube. Hats off to you if you do that. And of course, if you want to get a wheel like this or any other wheel in Europe with a quick delivery and also after sales support, then feel free to check out monokolo.eu. Use my coupon code WRONGWAY for a -5% discount to get a brilliant, more lightweight wheel like this, the Nosfet XENO. So as far as I have the information from Nosfet, this is not really supposed to be a super high performance wheel. I guess this is something that people can use for a lot of daily tasks, but not the non plus ultra. So this thing should be a little bit weaker than the Pattern S. That wheel is, I think, 3,000 watts of power. Now definitely with this wheel, they made a very striking design. They have a lot of holes, and while it might look very exciting at the first glance, I'll tell you later why it might be not so nice in the long run. But if you ride in the dry, like this is just really awesome to look at. And there's also some Easter eggs here, like for example on the panel here we have Sen Design, and Sen is the designer of this wheel, also the designer of the S18, so that's why it might look a little bit like a overpowered S18. Same thing actually here on the inside. You can't see it so well here, but there's also a Sen Design. So I guess design is something very important for the guys at Nosfet. But maybe right away, while we're here, where should I put my pads? Like, we have holes everywhere. We will need a fairing plate. I didn't get any pads in the box with this wheel, so I ride it without the pads for now. I also wanted to show you to you guys in all of its glory, but honestly, like, it was already bad with the Aero and the Eon, but now this just is like a new level of you know, not really meeting riders' needs when it comes to comfortable riding. This thing on the top is also a bit sharp, so this actually got caught in my knee pad. Gotta watch out for this one. Here's some sharp edges against my heels and my foot. It's not super comfortable. So yeah, nice design, but maybe not the most ergonomic. But the top, very comfortable to ride on. And this, honestly, if you don't lean too far front, it's not a big issue. On the topic of holes, holy shit, there's so many holes here. Like, look guys, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Like, this thing will get so filthy in the rain. There's holes everywhere. There's even holes in the mudguard. Like, I guess it's some sort of attempt to design the mudguard so the water goes like in here instead of over there. But I mean, we already had so many mudguards with holes and it never ended well. And here's holes like this thing, and like when you would ride it off-road, or if you ride it in rain, this thing will get very, very filthy. On the topic of ergonomics, the trolley handle is redesigned. We don't have a upper handle anymore, which I miss, so less protection here against some sort of sharp impacts, but I don't think it'll be a big issue. But most importantly, when you ride seated, can't really grab this one here. You have to grab on the bottom, and if you grab this one in the night, you won't have a light. So I missed the top handle here, but the bottom one really still works well for lifting the wheel up. We have a middle handle, which is much more accessible, much nicer to grab onto, so this is awesome. And in the back, we still have a handle, but the mechanism, the release mechanism or the holding mechanism for the back part here is not metal anymore. It's just plastic, so I imagine over time this might maybe break in the long run, but of course they wanted to make this thing lighter. I guess that's one way to make the wheel lighter. The trolley handle does lock on the top now as well, and this is awesome. Like, okay, so here's the part that locks.
Yeah, I mean, there's like metal part.
Okay.
And
locks in place.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And this is something I was missing on the other wheels, but look how flimsy it is. Like, I feel like in general the plastics around the wheel, both this and this part here, the back kickstand, everything is just feels a little less premium than the Aero and Eon, but I guess that's their way of making this wheel lighter. But because 33 kilograms, I mean, this is the lightest wheel on the market with this kind of performance. The Patent S is what, 37, and the weight is something very important in every single electric unicycle, and this is something that is quite a huge reason to get this wheel over a, well, heavier one. Okay, with that said, we're still on the top. We have a screen, same thing as on all of the other Nosfet wheels, awesome with all the buttons. Still no update to the app, so you can't really set up much there, but you can update the wheel. Here, you can't see it now, but this is a see-through panel to the motherboard. You'll see the LEDs light up there in the night, so kind of cool. And now we also have suspension adjustment without any tools. So you can set up your rebound here. You can screw in the outer screw to have more preload, and I highly encourage you to do that. I put my preload all the way up because I had too much sag with the suspension initially. And on the bottom here, you can set up the compression also without any tool. So that is really cool. That was rhyming. Further on, light in the front, almost the same as on the other wheels with a daytime running light and the usual non-blinding beam. Thank you, Serge, for giving me a hand there. And in the back, we have a different light now. We have those plastic elements with different settings. Like now you can't see it much, but in the night it's actually fairly visible. And the bonus here is that you also see it from the side. Actually here, when I lift this up, you can see that here are the wires for the battery disconnect and also a small jack on the top to connect the taillights to the wheel. And then you just cover this in one smart way. I just need to remember which way it was. Okay, it was this flap, and the flap was here. So let's do that. Smart design, love it. Very simple still. Side panels, as you see, very holy. Suspension here, 90 millimeters of travel. New kickstand, more stable, wider, and this element here that makes it difficult to put on pads. Still super easy access to the replacement of the side panels. Actually, now we have just 3 screws here, 1, 2, 3, that hold the side panel to the motherboard. And here we have the 4 that hold the suspension, and here we have the 4 that hold the suspension bracket. It's very easy to access even without removing the side pads. So now the battery configuration is also a bit different. We have more batteries in the front, less batteries in the back, so we have a more frontward weight distribution, which is awesome. Like if you have more weight in the front, I think in general it's nicer to ride a wheel, then it's easier to accelerate as well. The pedals are very similar to what we have on the Eon with this overlay. There's 2 overlays, big and small. It's not an MTB studs, it's not nylon-ove, but it does the job. Only thing here, this is an element that is part of the shell. So if something breaks, you need to replace the whole shell of the wheel. But sturdy and nice. Mudguards seem okay. We'll see about that in the rain, especially the holy part. The front looks all right. Some more bumpers that are integrated into the shell, so not really bumpers, just part of the shell. And yeah, when it comes to the general design of the wheel, that's how it looks like. Very exciting, mainly because of the white. Oh wow, they multiply. Here we have a second Nosfet XENO. I don't really know how to say it. XENO, XENO.
John.
XENO! So here we have one with a street tire. It's actually is it a Michelin? I think
No, it's TNT copy.
Oh, it's a TNT Michelin. So you can get it with a street tire if you're more street riding oriented. I have the Shinko copy, also TNT. So whatever you want to ride, that will be for the thumbnail. You can actually select what kind of tire you want to have with this wheel. Maybe there'll be also a hybrid version in the future. And yeah, 90 millimeters of travel, lots of settings, and there won't be much riding in this video, but what I can tell you now is that I think this will be an absolute banger. It's as expensive pretty much as the Patton, but you need to pay something in order to get the pads and in order to fix the sort of side panel issue here. But I think people absolutely love this wheel. It's much lighter. It feels like a S18 on steroids. It's like an S22 just working. It's like everything combined of the wheels that we actually like, but in a product that is actually sustainable and somewhat reliable. Of course, there's some minor details like the trolley handle, the materials not being maybe as good as I thought. And you know what? Actually, on the back here we have the charge board. I forgot to say that. It just looks like a butthole. Like there's so much design on this wheel, but this is just a butthole. We should like 3D print a butt around it, and then we just plug it in. 3 hours for a full charge, by the way. I don't know what the max charge rate is. I presume 15 amps. So, but yeah, I think people will absolutely love that wheel. Much lighter to ride than the Veteran or Leaperkim Patton S. Much easier to accelerate on. The software is really good, and it's much easier to do turns, to do stuff, because the 3 kilograms, even though it might not seem like much, it's 10% of the weight. And you still get a much bigger tire, which is 20 inches. So more stability, more off-road capabilities, just maybe not as much performance as the Patton S. So yeah, here Serge actually, oh no, it's going away with the Velcro. So Serge mounted the pads already. You can see that this is a, it's a cutout work of art, really. It's a lot of Velcro and not really that much space to hold your pads onto. So man, this thing really should be either designed like a Leaperkim with a flat side or even a bigode wheel. I know they want to make it sexy, but then you have this, and like if you brake really hard, you get this. I'll tell you just a little bit about the ride. I didn't ride it much yet, really just about 50 kilometers today will be what I will have ridden, because I did not ride it yet. I know my past tenses in English, maybe. But from what I have experienced so far is this wheel is really, really responsive. It listens to you well. And I could keep up with Serge, and he had pads on. I had no pads on. I have the wheel in noodle mode, about 4% sensitivity, 100% acceleration assist. But I could like keep up with Serge, which was kind of crazy, to be honest. Lots of ground clearance, and I think in general this will be just a do-it-all wheel. There will be very few things that you would prefer to do on a Lynx S or on a Patton. So yeah, lovely jubbly. But then again, no pads, no fairing plate, no seat. Okay charging out of the box, okay lighting. Like, I don't know guys, I think it's a great package. In general, I just wonder how filthy it will get once I ride it in rain. With that said, subscribe to the channel if you want to check out the main review when I do it in like 1,000 years, once I have all of my other reviews done. And if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.